Deer are probably the most widely distributed and best recognized large mammals in North America. In the village, they are often seen dodging behind trees while they browse for food.
Deer, elk, and moose are all members of the deer family. They're ungulates, so they have a lot of similarities in that they all have antlers, they're brownish in color, and they are social. They live in family groups. With deer, there are two different types of deer that we find here in Colorado. There's the mule deer, and it's named the mule deer because they have these large mule-like antlers, and then we also have the white-tailed deer. In Greenwood Village, you could find either species, but most commonly it's going to be the mule deer that you're seeing in the open space areas. Their habitat, they prefer forested or shrubland areas, but with open meadows mixed within it. They like those open areas for foraging because they are a prey species. They have to be aware of any predators. That's why they have those big ears and great eyesight, and in that open area they can hear or see something coming. They are browsers, so they will eat flowers, seeds, different types of vegetation. Deer, like all of our other animals that we have here in Colorado, or all animals in general, they're looking for habitat. Food, water, shelter, and space. If they can find any of those things in open space or in your yard, they're gonna come there. So a lot of times when people see deer in the open space or in their yard, there's something that brought it in there. If you see them eating your garden, it's because of the garden. It's a food source that they're looking for. They're eating the flowers that are along the house. Again, that's a food source, and that's what brought them in. So anywhere you can find all the components of their habitat, you'll find deer, even here in the urban areas. If you see a deer, what you want to do is you don't want to come too close, but typically deer, because they are a prey species, they are going to take off running. So if you see a deer, enjoy the viewing experience. If you don't like where they're at, if they're in your yard eating your flowers or in the open space too close to you, just yell at them and they're going to take off running.
If you encounter a deer, keep in mind the following. If you see a deer crossing sign, slow down and drive cautiously for the length of the crossing, especially at night. When deer appear in or around the city, it's usually best to leave them alone, including their young. In areas where deer are common, shrub and tree damage may be a problem. Deer repellents or mixtures containing eggs have proven successful in warding off deer. And remember, it is illegal to feed deer in Colorado.